Hello, everyone. Maureen Sky, Silver Senior Chatty Sky, coming at you today. I'm here in my living room, and I'm speaking a little softly because my husband, who's 91, is sleeping right next to me in a hospice bed. Eddie is now in hospice care, and I am doing a good 80% of the care for him. I'm actually sleeping in the living room next to him in one of those lift chairs that LifePath recently brought us for him. But it's good because it goes all the way back, and I can sleep here and I can check on him. This is also the reason you have not seen me, and I have not done a video in a couple weeks because obviously it's been a challenging and very hectic couple of weeks. It started where Eddie and I were heading out of the house on a Sunday 2 weeks ago today, and we slipped on the sidewalk out there. It's slate stone sidewalk, a little bit moist. I was behind him, holding him to make sure he didn't fall. We were heading to our car, and I slipped on some muddy little puddle area with my right leg, and I went down, and then he went down on top of me. So my face on this side hit a cement bird bath, and then he fell on top of me, so I hit it a double whammy on the cement bird bath. He fell to the ground. We both fell on the ground, thank the Lord. But Eddie was wearing the Life Alert jewelry, we call it, a necklace. And I tried finagling with that to hit it, but we were out of range because the thing is inside the house in our dining room over there. So that didn't work. So then I was able to get my cell phone and call 911. Well, the kid who lives right next door to the left of us is a first responder, and he came over immediately and saw us both on the ground, got us up, and then from there an ambulance was called. And because my ear was bleeding and I was in a little bit of shock, I think, they take me to the ER. Eddie was okay overall from that fall, so they brought him back in the house and stayed with him. I was at the ER for several hours having x-rays on my head and neck and making sure nothing was broken. I was fine, and I didn't need stitches on the ear either, just let it heal. Get back home. 2 days later, I call for a doctor's appointment for Eddie because I saw that things were going downhill with him. Some signs and dark urine and very strong odor. I know those are things you don't need to hear, but it goes along with what's going on with him, and some wobble, weakness, and all that, not eating as much, those things. And with those symptoms, when I called, the nurse said, sounds like you should take him to the ER. He should be seen there. So this all happened with the fall on Sunday, but Tuesday I drive him back over to the hospital ER for him. They admit him, do a bunch of tests, only to discover that being 91, he has a cancer, a blood type, leukemia type cancer. And it's in his marrow, bone marrow and everything. And so given his age, they don't really want to put him through radiation, chemo, and all that stuff that's just gonna make them weak and sick anyway. So they started the conversation about hospice, and so here we are. This is what's happening. So I haven't had a moment to myself to even think about making a video, but I want to stay upbeat. My channel is growing. My subscribers are coming along, and I can only hope for that. So things, and I don't want to lose that. I've worked hard on this channel thus far, so I am uh, trying to, keep everybody informed and updated as best I can. So I'm getting a lot of nice help, though. The hospice people that I've met thus far are so great, and Eddie and I are loving that. And I'm also getting a little help from the Life Path, and we'll be getting Meals on Wheels again this week, and because I stopped it for a few days, because he was in the hospital just under a week, and yeah, so rearranging the house. Now, if we back up a couple weeks, I had started the process of getting a realtor to come and talk with me, and I did that, and an auctioneer to come and look through the house as to what we could put through an auction, and I did that. So these people are coming back, and I'm keeping in touch with the realtor because I still want to move forward with those things, and I don't want to lose sight of, the little bit of work I've already done in that regard. So there's just a lot going on, and being that it's spring and summer too, there's stuff outside. There's a big dumpster out there. I got that going, and we have a handyman comes once a week to help us, and he's been making great stride cleaning out stuff. The barn looks so much better, and he filled that dumpster, and I've got it for another week, I guess, but it's pretty full now. But just getting, the auctioneer's going to take a lot of the pottery and the jadeite Fire King stuff that was in the kitchen, and a lot of collectibles that we did over the years. So that's good to know that those things are going to go to auction, although we'll probably won't get the money I was hoping for, and then they will take 30%, but I got to have it going. I got to have it go soon, because if I was to try to piecemeal it out via eBay, which I've done some, it just takes too long to list one item, takes a while. So although I'm going fast and furious with my own eBay purchase stuff that I've had in my inventory. So right now I'm working on a bunch of belts and men's ties and things like that of my own source. So just a lot going on, folks. Oh my God. Yeah. I'll let you see him in just a moment. I'll turn the camera that way so you can see Eddie. I just cleaned him all up good and changed his bedding a little while ago and got myself a little ready to do the video. That's one thing I can say about being a YouTuber is that don't knock it, folks. I mean, men or women, but I mean, it forced me, being a YouTuber and knowing I needed to do a video soon, it forced me to get myself going, whereas maybe I would give in to being a little lazier and more of what I call a schlappadanka, Oprah's words, and not go the extra effort needed to, wash up, clean up, put a little makeup on, make yourself look presentable to do a video. So, there's something to be said in all that. Being a YouTuber, it's like a job, and you've got to look at it that way. And it has its pluses, and in that regard, if I'm making any sense, and it makes you, it forces you to be a better person and greet the world and meet those challenges on a daily basis. Yeah, yeah. I got my kitty on my lap too. Let me show you the kitty. Frankie. Even though she's female, her name's Frankie. She's such a good kitty. Aw. Say hi, Frankie. Where are you? Say hi, Frankie. Hey, baby. Oh, there's my Frankie girl. Hi. Say hi to the world. Oh, half asleep. I got chicken boiling on the stove to make a nice chicken soup. It's gloomy here and cold, and here it is Memorial Day weekend, and in town there's a lot of annual events they have every year, whereas they call it the gas engine show, where people with the old engines and things would show up and display their engines and power them up and tell the stories of everything. And then there'd be other vendors selling stuff, and there'd be a townwide tag sale, and it would have been a good day to open our barn, which we did in the past, but I've just got too much going on. So I will do that though eventually, because things are getting ready that way too. I got a lot of stuff to sell that still might be good for somebody to use. So I'll be doing that in a few weeks, but I had to get going and get used to a little routine with all this now. So that's what's going on in my neck of the woods, people. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all, that the universe is providing for all of you, and that, you're getting your needs met as well in this crazy world of ours. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday, Gina Marie Garcia. Last name is now Garcia, 47. And they went to a nice restaurant down in near Navarre, Florida, where she lives. And it looks like they had a wonderful seafood meal. It looked delicious. And we all wished her well, and lots going on. Yeah, my son and daughter-in-law have been helping tremendously. Plus my family and friends have been really great. I couldn't ask for a better support team that way. So with everyone, I feel confident I'll get it all done, although there are some time frames that I have to meet, and I'll do my best, but I'm a doer. I generally get things done, and trying hard not to let it all get to me as well, while we take one day at a time and navigate forward during this challenge, right? Yeah. I'm doing a video. Yeah. It's best to have them laid out here. I think people can come through if they want. I put the word out up at the general store because he's well known in town, Eddie, and everybody knows him. And there might be people that want to come by and see him. And I don't know that we're having the big brouhaha funeral and at that costly expense. I'm going to do it an alternative way. And so it's best that people come now and see him and have a little visit with him. I prefer that anyway. So, yeah. I don't have my mic, so I'm running on the mic on my phone here, so I hope it all works out. I got to take my meds and check on my chicken boiling on the stove and add to that with carrots and celery and onions, and I have some noodles I'll put in there and broth, and we'll make a nice homemade chicken soup, right? Yeah. So that's I sold 2 items today, small, on eBay, but you know what? Every little bit helps. So, yeah. Anywho, I'm not going to keep you. I've got things I got to get back to too, but I did want to check in with my viewers, with my subscribers. If you're new here, welcome. I hope that I've given you enough to feel like you want to come back, and we do storytelling and we talk here, and I tell my life's stories and current situation and challenges that I'm facing. And I like to chat with you people as well. So if there's a topic or something going on in your world, chime in and let's have that conversation, you know? It's always good to meet and learn from others, right? No matter where you are. New subscribers, thank you. I love it. And most importantly, come on in, like, share, join. But most importantly, comment. I really love your comments. And it also tells the algorithm, oh, this channel's getting some notice. Let's push it, which is what we all want as a YouTuber. So if you got a moment, take that moment, go the distance, and click on and give a comment. And I'll try to respond with an answer because I like doing that. And I like learning all about all of you as well. So with that, looks like someone's getting a little rambunctious and I got to check on my chicken soup. So I'm going to let you go. I wanted to keep it sweet and short, but give you that update. So until we meet again, I certainly hope the universe provides. I truly do. I'll be doing another one in a few days, if good Lord willing. Thank you now. Bye-bye.